The following program was paid for by Southern American Media. Fox 30 welcomes you to Meridian's favorite TV personalities and three-time CMA nominees for Broadcast Personality of the Year. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Debbie.
And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie as we start a Friday, and I did remember today was red.
You did, and I don't look near as red.
A better
Thank
camera
goodness.
makes you just looks better.
Yeah, well, it tries.
So far, we hadn't had any technical issues, knock on wood. We hope everything works wonderful this morning. How you feel today?
Man, I feel great. Fine as a frog hair split four ways on a Friday afternoon.
Man, I'm glad I didn't have to say all those
That was
letters. I am not the guy that can do those tongue twisters, you know, like the Peter Piper
picked a pepper and all that good
Yeah, I just can't do it. Yeah. I talked Tyson Pompeii into doing what they labeled the hardest one ever. We'll have to get him back live sometime to come try that again, because you could accidentally say a word that maybe you don't want to.
Oh, yeah. You know, you can say, she who springs on bed spring, this spring bears offspring next spring.
I'm not trying that.
Okay.
We're going to leave that in the Odie department. Y'all try that at home. Let us know.
Yeah.
Also, if you're watching on television, send us a note and let us know if the audio is better. We've had a problem with an issue at the TV station the last few weeks that I think we got fixed yesterday to where it had a system needed to be rebooted to where it was messing up the audio on television. And I hope that is fixed this morning. But if you're watching from television, let us know if it's thumbs up, thumbs down if you can hear us on there. It's always been fine on the Facebook and the YouTube side. It was just on the television side that we were having issues. Did I explain that too much?
No, that's exactly it. And hopefully we come in loud and clear now.
I had a lot of people going, what's up with all these cops out here this afternoon? Well, let's pull up a map, and then I'll do my best to explain what I know. Let's pull this up. Right here is going down Highway 11 and 80 as you reach J.O. Thomas Road. Right there. There was cars blocked. There was people kind of turning around yesterday afternoon. Seemed that two people may have had a disagreement in the middle of the road, and they kind of blocked the road to discuss their issue. Sheriff's deputies were in the area. The Mississippi Highway Patrol came on scene. Somebody said they may have seen a firearm. It was never, I double checked on that, and it was not fired. So that didn't happen. But it was an argument, and I think it was settled there, and the traffic got back flowing again yesterday. But if you were wondering what was up, that's what happened.
A little road rage or something.
Seriously, have you ever, like in the middle of the road, gotten in an argument with somebody and jumped out your car?
No, I've wanted to, though.
You just kept right on going.
I just kept right on going.
Yeah, I've never done that. I feel like it's safer just to go in the house. Talk to yourself about it.
Brett, and he ought to know a little something about audio. He said audio is still distorted, no change.
Okay, they didn't fix that then.
So,
All right.
But audio's good in Philadelphia. Maybe it's Cow Creek that's, that's way on out there.
I think it would be on top of the hill at the TV station where we've got problems there. We'll try to make a quick phone call and see if we can get that fixed.
But we do have some audio good on TV.
Uh-oh. All right. Donnie, you can hear us there? Donna. I'm going to be like Odie before long. I'm going to have to go ahead and get glasses. This is getting to where these words in front of me are just figments of my imagination.
A couple of years ago, he says, you got to have some of them there bifocals. And I said, well, okay. Now, last time I went in there, he says, we might need to see about some trifocal. I said, no, we ain't going there.
Trifocal? Debbie tells me she's got them, and she said once you get it, you would love it. Because if you look up, you don't get dizzy anymore. You know what I'm talking about, where the change is on those bifocals?
I've got the lines. So it's this vision, and then all of a sudden there's a change to this vision. Now, Amy's got the progressive. So it's one lens, and it gradually goes from one to the next. So there's no immediate change.
Right.
I just... they call me cheap, and I just hadn't paid for that service yet. There's Charlene saying, good morning. You got Rexy with you. Good morning, Rex. I'm sorry you've got to get up and watch TV with Charlene this morning.
Is Rex a puppy dog, or is that...
No. That's That's her better half.
Oh, bless his heart.
Yeah.
There's just men in this world that you feel for.
Yeah, he's one of them.
I feel for you, my friend. Bubba, wherever you are with Shirley this morning, I feel for you too. We're pulling for you, Bubba.
We pulling for you. Yeah.
I remember as a kid, and I'm not going to say a name, I used to go into a business, and there was a husband that, man, it would be tough working with your spouse all day, but she would light into him at one end of that business to the other, and you could hear it a country mile, and you thought of that. I think of it now as when you look back on Vince Gill, it's hard to kiss the lips at night that chew your all day long. It really fit that situation.
Yeah.
Bless his heart.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it goes opposite ways too, to where the wife sometimes has to put up with a little bit of crankiness. Is that the word for it?
But I mean, who you go home and talk to?
Yeah.
My day sucked. Well, what happened? My wife. Well, who are you talking to? Well, didn't have nobody else. Should have got a dog.
Dogs will listen to you, and they'll look there intently.
You know what they say? On a good hot summer day, if you lock your dog and your wife in the trunk of a car and come open that thing up in an hour, which one of them's going to be happy to see you?
We'll leave it at that. I think I know the answer to that one. Dr. John Line and Dr. Jennifer Dooley have expanded their services when Dr. Cook retired last year. Advanced Vision Center is located on the 5th floor of Anderson's Medical Tower. Now, they bring experience in the most advanced technology to the Meridian area. Whether it's your first visit or you've been putting off that exam, and all of your text messages are blurry now, Advanced Vision Center knows how important your eyes are to you. After all, they are your windows to the world. Call today for an appointment. 601-553-2100.
Hi there, I'm Chris Bullock, a candidate for Lauderdale County District 1 Supervisor. I'm out going door to door, getting my message out directly to voters. I want Lauderdale County to be the best place in Mississippi to live, work, and raise your family. I'm the most qualified candidate. I ask for your prayers, and on August 8th, I humbly ask for your vote.
Paid Political by friends of Chris Bullock.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
And good morning. We were right in the middle of coffee as that brief moment there. Sorry about that. Now, it's never fun, never right to poke fun at anybody when they have a problem. But we thought it was only right that we share this with you today because this has happened the 25,000th time. Let's go to that beautiful bean footage from yesterday as our president is at the Naval Academy as they're having graduation. This is in Colorado is where all this took place. And again, we're not making fun of anybody. But here's Joe. And let's show you what happens to Joe here. This soldier has no idea. As the world watches. That's Joe. And he's,
Somebody put that stump right there.
Joe blamed something for being there.
Yeah.
It's bad. Even Trump yesterday commented that he said, I'm not making fun of him. He said anybody could fall. And then he pointed back to where the scene where he tippy-toed down a place because he was afraid he was going to slip. But this is just all too common with Joe. We don't know why it happens. I think we all got a good guess, but we don't know the official reason. But
this is the guy that fell upstairs.
Right.
Twice.
Everybody says that from the White House, at least, they released a statement saying that he's okay. Nothing's wrong. Nothing to see here, folks.
Yeah.
That's the way they put it.
There's something wrong, but maybe not from that fall.
That's correct. So that's something we're going to watch. Tonight, don't forget, Meridian will host the annual as it comes into town, getting ready for the Mississippi State games as they'll light the torch.
Opening state game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Happens tonight, downtown Meridian. It'll be at City Hall. I hope you can make it there. That's a big deal. They read out the names and all the athletes from each town parade by. We'll go down and get some pictures of that and get that out there as soon as we can tonight.
It will be full of people from all over the state. So let's be on our best behavior.
There you go. A big time. And if you've got an event this weekend, it's perfect weather for it. Sunny and 90 for most of everything. The next thing that we want to do, and let's touch on this. You deal with this a lot.
Yeah.
Mississippi mourns today. We lost an officer. We have another one injured. And this is, again, a case of domestic violence to a degree as we look at this. This is our officer here, Randy Tyler. He was a 7-year veteran of the Madison Police Department, responded to a call to where someone had barricaded them in their house. And it went south. This Brandon, Mississippi is where that happened. Now, if you've read the story, what I've read is it was the case of an ex-boyfriend who broke into the home, held her and her, I want to say, roommate hostage, basically. Mm-hmm. Police showed up, and he started firing. And it just kept getting worse and worse on this until, in the end, he was taken out after he shot the second officer. And that sort of... Well, both people were able to get out of the house before that happened.
Right. And it's... Before this officer was shot and killed, there was another officer that was injured as well. So
I had it backwards there. One was injured first.
Right when we were towards about halfway through our show yesterday was where the one that was injured. And then we had this guy here that was shot and killed. Domestic violence is the most dangerous call that any officer can get. And these guys, I mean, we're still pushing it. These guys wake up every morning and tell their wives, girlfriends, whatever, I love you, their husbands, because we've got some of the best women officers around, both city and county. And they expect to come home that night. But while they're out protecting us, something like this happens. And I can't understand the fact where people are still saying, defund the police.
Oh, I'm telling you.
That's no. You need to defund the free checks going out and fund the fool out of your police departments.
Our police department and let's just be honest about this. I joked about this the other day, but when we've got police cars in the city of Meridian that don't have lights, woo-woo lights or radios, something's going on. Now, do we need to look at the budget where that money went? Yeah, but they ain't got no lights. I mean, how do you do things? You can't do. They had 7 cars or so that sat out front for a year, and now they're using them, and there's no equipment in them. Now, where is the budget? I think that may lie back on our city council to find out more about that. But police need every dollar that they can get. Things are expensive. The criminals have the upper hand in America now. There's no other way to word it.
You're exactly right. And so when we were in Belize, they don't have crime.
I can only imagine why they don't.
Crime. Because when you go to jail, you don't have heat, you don't have air, you get fed what they feed you. You're in a cage. You don't get TV.
This reminds me, and America raised so much Cain about that guy. Arizona, Sheriff Joe, you remember him?
In the tent city.
Yeah, tent city.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be a gravy train.
No. And over there, you can have a gun if you've got a permit. If you live in Belize and you want a gun and you register and you get a gun and you get a permit, you can have one. But if you're caught with a gun and you don't have a permit,
it's bad news for you.
The gun is 5 years in prison.
Automatically?
Automatically. And each bullet that you have with you is 5 years.
Yeah, that'll make you think twice.
Each bullet. And this is day for day. This is, you're in a cage. See, over there, they look at it this way. They say, if you did something so wrong that you've got to go to jail, we put your rights on hold
While you're in jail.
while you're in jail. You don't deserve the rights of everyone else because you couldn't do what's right.
Boy.
When you get out, he said, we don't have repeat offenders over here.
Oh, I bet not.
You know, and it's fun because you do get to travel the world and have fun and look around and all that. And you talk to these people while you're out and about. So, you know, what's it like living over here?
Our prisons are overcrowded without a doubt. But it's because it's not a lot of stiff punishment. It is a lot different in our prison system. Something needs to be revamped. We don't have all the answers, but boy, we sure wish our officials that lead our nation would do something.
Well, you tell the ACLU that.
Yeah, that has a lot to do with it.
You take responsibility for the ones that you're wanting to protect.
Boy.
And yeah, we've got a revamping problem.
Yeah, we sure do. Another thing that has come out, and we pass along condolences to this police officer and his
Prayers
family,
for them,
and also the police officer that is still in harm's way in the hospital. That has to be one of those. Y'all keep prayers for Mississippi. We need them right now.
Yes, we do.
Now, names have been released from the accident that happened on I-20 as 4 people lost their lives on this. As we spoke with Clayton Koppler yesterday, we got those names. We pass along condolences to Anthony Newell and Jennifer McCoy, both of Meridian. Also, Kent Holcomb of Lisbon, Alabama, and Casey Williams of Meridian lost their lives in that accident that happened there on I-20. We can't, it's just a tragic situation. And lives can't be replaced is where I'm going. So our hearts and prayers go out to each and every one of these family members there.
It's tough having to deal with that, and I never had the pleasure of knowing Jennifer, but I knew her mom and dad, and when I saw them on the interstate, I mean, my heart just sunk. And you know, so it's tough all the way around, and I know, you know, exactly what they're going through, and prayers just continue for all of y'all.
Absolutely. Got folks watching all the way from, let's see, we had people watching in Florida this morning. Didn't you have a birthday that we needed to bring up?
Yes, now we've got another one that popped up. Old Roy T up there said my great nephew's first birthday today. So Easton Sullivan, happy birthday. And we apologize. We tried to fit this in, and my mouth ran a little long yesterday. And but Jonathan Mason of Stonewall, this is a good year. Yesterday he turned 12 years old. You're still a kid. Go have fun. Because next year you're a teenager, and there's all kind of responsibilities that come with that. So you don't want to grow up. Y'all think y'all do, but 12's a good one. Next year you get responsibilities. So have fun this year to live it up. But you're in Clark County. Be careful, because, you know, Barry and them's got that Barry yacht. That's one of them hotels you don't want to go to.
We ain't even going to tell you about what happens at 40.
Yeah.
Scotty Ray and Odie, morning to you. We'll be right back.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, day beds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Your local farmer knows a good deal when he sees one. The L-Series Kubota tractor is the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA and offered at Parish Kubota with 0% financing available. Come see why we're more than a tractor store at Parish Tractor.
And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and of course this is Odie wearing red with a big smiling face today.
That's right.
Well, the Meridian Police Department got to turn on their woo-woo lights last night, and when we say woo-woo, it means the blue lights, and well, they got joined, let me see, by the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department. Then they got joined by the Mississippi Highway Patrol. A 54-mile-an-hour chase
swirl
down the interstate. Now, we do think that this may have had stem from another situation, but we do know that the Meridian Police Department got in behind them, and they just couldn't keep it in one lane, so the lights came on. And they drove, and they drove, and they drove, and they would finally end up in Clark County, down near Enterprise there. That Dodge finally eased on over to the shoulder of the road, and all the folks there were with some nice friendly handcuffs to end that situation.
I wonder if he got to spend the night in the bear yacht.
Where does well, since Meridian was involved, do you go back there, or do you get to go on down to Clark? And I'm sure some Clark County deputies got involved in that also.
I'm sure, and maybe since Meridian was with them, and that's where it ended, they come on back with Meridian.
Yeah, we'll have to send an email.
Might be glad, because I hear that bear yacht. Now I hear the food's good.
Food is good, yeah.
They use that Skidmore.
Hey, wait a minute. I need to say a thank you. Skidmore sent me a rack of ribs.
A half a rack, wasn't it? Was it a half a rack?
No, it was. Was it?
No,
I think part of it. I think part of it got
rack.
ate.
I did bring the whole full rack. I was contemplating just saying, "Hey, Skidmore's brought you a half a rack of ribs," but I said no.
It was good. We want to say thank you. It's always hospitality out of Clark County, and we can't thank y'all enough for doing that. Appreciate that so much there.
Well, they give us a place to do our weekly emergency meetings, so we can't complain.
I missed out on that yesterday.
Yeah. Media and emergency management and officers, it's good to all get together and talk about what the emergencies are that we deal with. So
a little bit before midnight, we had another accident, Highway 39, and it's the all too familiar place last night that we would have this is we go up Highway 39 to right there where it meets at North Hill Street. We had an accident here with injuries last night. Meridian Fire Department responded to the scene as well as Metro Ambulance, and they were taken for some medical care, and we do hope everybody's going to be okay with that one. Now, the next one we had, this was a humdinger, and this also is a pretty familiar place, Cotton Ginn Road, Highway 45 North. As we go out there, this is the scene of this yesterday afternoon, a little after 5 o'clock. As you'll see, there's a truck here, and there's another car on the side of the road up there, but a 3-car boo-boo. As you'll see that 1 ton off in the ditch over there with that trailer behind it, off in there good. I think everybody was okay, but kind of shook things up for a moment.
Yeah, that's a weird angled situation with the highways where they cross. They don't cross perpendicular; they cross at a pretty good angle.
When you get in that middle lane, you honestly, your post in your car
right there is. Yeah, it's in the way.
It blocks your vision. And I've been there a couple times where I almost touched the gas and then went, whew.
Thank you, Lord, you were driving again.
That's right. Helps us out every now and then. Now, we got reports of a Charger yesterday afternoon. We was just driving down the road, minding their own business, listening to some good music.
Not doing nothing wrong?
Right. Until they decided to stop in the road and hang the pistol out the window and shoot up in the air. Let's go on over to Poplar Springs Drive. No one was hurt, no one was injured, but right there in the curve, they would do that. We don't know why they're still being sought for doing this. Just makes no sense.
It makes no sense. And I wonder what the chances of whoever was in possession with that gun, do they have a permit?
I would say odds are nope.
Are they even allowed to own one? Because you don't have to have a permit in Mississippi to own a gun.
That's true.
But you can't be a felon and own a gun.
That's correct.
So that's kind of good to know who all's got the guns.
Causeyville Road in Country Lane was the place of our next incident yesterday in Lauderdale County that had a boo-boo there. We had another accident with injuries as deputies responded to the scene of that. They were taken for emergency care, and we're thinking of you. There's nothing worse than being... Right. You don't forget that very long, and it's always like in slow motion as you remember back of that...
And there's nothing you can do.
That's right.
You're just there.
We've got revival coming up. We wanted to bring this up at the Center Ridge Baptist Church. Brother Greg's going to be speaking, begins on the 4th, Sunday night, and will run through Wednesday. So if you can make it out there, it's going to be a great revival time. We certainly hope that you would do that. That's in Chunky.
2252 Center Ridge Road in Chunky. So go out there.
Yeah.
Let God make a movement in your life.
It does. It helps a lot there. And if you've got an announcement like that, we'd love to hear from you also.
Yeah.
Now, another thing that is coming up tonight, where is Ricky Bobby? And when I say Ricky Bobby, there's only one name in Lauderdale County that you could think of, Rodney Wing. Things are going to be firing up this weekend for the races tomorrow night. Hope you can make it out to Wynot. The lights will be coming on. Rodney's ready. And if you really want to cut down crime, take them out and let them go for a ride with Rodney around the track. That will certainly cut crime down to a very low minimum.
Yeah, Wingnut to straighten them out a little bit.
Have you ever ridden with him?
You know, I've spent a lot of time out there at that racetrack.
Yeah.
But, no, I've never got in the car with Rodney
I don't
Wing.
suggest that. I never said a word. I just sat there minding my business till the car finally stopped. And I thought, yep, they ain't doing that again.
That one.
Debbie, it's your turn.
You hop up in there.
Yeah, you and Rodney go there.
That was back when we was raising money for the Cancer Society, wasn't it?
It was. You remember that, don't you?
Yep, sure do. With auction off rides.
Yep. I ain't doing nothing else for the Cancer Society. I want y'all to just know that. I'm honest about things. I never hide anything. Nope,
right.
Ain't doing it again.
Ain't doing that no more.
We want to bring this up tomorrow morning in Clark County. This is going to be going on. It's a good thing as you come to the red light there at the Chevron. They're going to be raising money. This is going to be for Pennies for Paws. Helps feed these pups. So if you can, throw an extra $1 or $2 in the bucket when you come through, and that will be a good thing.
They need them. They can't go out and scrounge up their own food most of the time, so they rely on us, and we take them in as pets, so we're responsible for them. So when shelters have to take them in because we no longer want them or no longer can take care of them, somebody's still got to feed them. So let's help these people out.
So we've got North Carolina tuning in this morning. Tony Keller, thank you for watching there.
Yeah, Fort Morgan.
Alabama.
My grandkid, daughter, they're down there. I'm up here, go to work. But y'all have fun if y'all are watching. And, of course, they're in Foley, Alabama, my favorite Meridian Police Department chief.
Who's that?
Chief Jerry Marlowe. Salute. And Miss Marlowe, I guess she's got him trained by now that he knows what to do, when to do it. So they watch us. Mike says that they watch us every morning.
Thank you.
Yes.
We see Terry Shelton's going to have a birthday on Sunday. 52 of them. That's a lot of candles. Don't catch the cake on fire.
Yeah, we don't need to do that. Don't call 911.
Also, we see that Hickory Baptist Church is starting their Vacation Bible School. Hope you can make it out there. It's going to start on Monday. If you've got any of those type things coming up. Vacation Bible School is very important for youngsters.
Yes, it is. These kids, you know, they really love to get in there and get involved with Christ, and this is another way for them to do it.
It sets a good example. Hey, we see this. If you've always wanted to be in law enforcement, they're going to be kicking off the 68th class of the Mississippi Highway Patrol Cadets, to where if you'd like to be a highway patrolman, you can go sign up and take that class and be on the highways and byways protecting Mississippians.
If you got what it takes, go down there and you can pull it up and find out what your run and your push-ups and sit-ups has got to do to get in that class.
Oh, you got to do that?
Oh, yeah. You got to run
Really?
a mile and a half in
12
minutes, I think. Maybe 15 to get into class, maybe 12 minutes to get out of the class. And you've got to do so many push-ups, sit-ups, all that good stuff. And, you've got to do this once they approve your application. Then you got to go do your run, and then if you pass that, then you can get into the class.
Well, you just taught me how to doing that. Thank you there, Odie. There, I had a big dreams. You just shot that.
You were thinking about doing that for a minute, huh?
Yeah, until you said the word push-up.
Well, dang.
Push-ups. All those are awful. I don't know if anybody remembers that or not. We had an accident in Flora, Mississippi, to where a truck driver, almost like what we had here, had to be airlifted to a hospital due to an accident where the rig caught on fire. He's alive. We do wish them well with this and a full recovery. I did see to where we're getting the burn center put back in Mississippi.
Yes, that is great. And the Shriners have one of the best in the world, but they only do up to 18. And so we've needed one.
Yes. So
and I'm glad that we're seeing that happening.
Sure is. 7:29, Scotty Ray along with Mr. Odie here on Friday. Where you read for the troops.
Remember, everyone deployed.
Need an expert to repair a rock peck or cracked windshield? Call Advanced Auto Glass by Joey for quality workmanship and customer service. Convenient same-day service, as well as in-house calibration for vehicle safety systems. Reliable mobile service is available in Clark, Kemper, Neshoba, Lauderdale, and Newton counties for all cars, trucks, and heavy equipment. Book your appointment today for custom tinting. It can reduce temps, fading, glare, and more. Improve the safety and enhance the appearance of your vehicle today with services from Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
If you're building or remodeling your home and finally getting around to that to-do list, before you spend your hard-earned money anywhere else, do yourself and your pocketbook a favor and check out the huge selection available at Southern Pipe and Supply. They have a large showroom on Highway 39 North in Meridian. You can check out the large selection of tubs, showers, sinks, and faucets. Southern Pipe for all of your heating and air conditioning system upgrades, along with standby generators in preparation for storm season. And we're local, Southern Pipe and Supply.
Spring is in the air at the Neshoba County Co-op, located at 338 West Main Street, downtown Philadelphia. If you're looking for that perfect flower for your home or getting ready for a garden, whether it's butter beans, peas, or tomatoes, they've got it all there. The fishing calendar says it's great at the Neshoba County Co-op, whether you're bass fishing or if you're out for crappie. From new rod and reels to getting the exact lure, or maybe that worm that you're hunting. Grab a pole and go fishing today. And let's not forget about turkey season. And remember, all roads lead to the Neshoba County Co-op.
What drives us may be different, but what we share is the pursuit. Whether taking on the job site or your own backyard, let the pursuit of the perfect cut begin. Steel's zero-turn mowers are here. Real Steel. Find yours.
I guess we're going to have to go ahead and address this orange sherbet push-up thing.
Yeah, somebody, can you do push-ups? I can do at least 6 of them if it's them orange sherbet ones. Because them things is good.
I can remember walking to the store as a kid to buy those ice cream push-ups.
Yes, and you peel the top off.
Yeah.
Sometimes you had to rub them a little bit to get them to push up because it was so froze to the outside. But, man, that little plastic stick, we were in a toilet paper tube. We're the only kids that ate something out of a toilet paper tube.
That's really what that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, something to think on there.
And
Bob,
y'all thought y'all had it bad.
We got another vacation Bible school, it looks like.
Yeah, Hebron Ridge Baptist Bible School in Quitman starts Monday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then Mississippi Christian Service Camp all month of June. Miss Dean, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is in Newton. But anyway, go to ilovechurchcamp.com. Fun for all ages. So
check that out.
Check that out.
John,
yes.
Good morning.
And prayers for Dalton, a local guy that was in an accident, and he's in the hospital. So Miss Teresa brought that up. Thank you for that. So, yeah, definitely prayers for Mr. Dalton there as he's going through some terrible times.
Bob asked about the manhunt that is going on out of Newton County. The guy that they are chasing is still hid well. The last time he was spotted, he was in the Rose Hill area. He has not been spotted since. As soon as more reports of a location, they will go back out and saturate the area. But at this point, he has not been spotted. He is still on the loose. Updating everybody on that. I spoke to Jody last night, but they're ready to go. And if you see anything, contact 911. Right.
So real quick, I want to bring, since we brought up Dalton, Miss Vicky says, I am Dalton's mother. On behalf of her and the family and his girlfriend, Brooke, they're extremely humbled of the outpouring and prayers of love and support as he was burned while clearing off his land in Zero. God's been amazing, and Dalton is making a miracle progress every day. So definitely prayers go out to them and continue to make progress with this.
Yeah, we do wish him well. Let's think back. Was this guy, when you see his face, you'll recognize, he always played bad guys in the movies. And it seems like Indiana Jones got into a fight with somebody in front of an airplane.
That was him.
And then the
propeller got him.
Yeah, I thought who this guy was. As we pulled this up, this guy's name was Robert Teaser. He was also in The Longest Yard with Burt Reynolds, but he's always played those bad guy parts.
Well, he's a big old mean looking dude, so he kind of fit those parts. But that's the only way he could whoop him is throw him in a propeller.
But that was that scene. That was that guy.
That was it. Yep.
Yeah, Indy was trying to get on the plane, and it was going around in a circle, if I remember right.
That's right. That's right.
Wasn't a big name actor, but you know his face when you see it. Today in 1937, she was sort of like a hero then.
Yeah.
First lady to do all kinds of things. And after today, what would happen, Odie?
She disappeared. And there's all kinds of things out there that she landed on an Asian island.
Yeah.
And lived on this island, and only people around there knew who she was. And nobody will really ever know why did she not try and contact or get somebody to come help. And, but it's pretty neat. But Amelia Earhart, first one to drive or fly across the Pacific or something, wasn't it? And then she was going for the nonstop around the world.
And the plane crashed. Every now and then you hear about a piece of debris that floats up that might be a part of that plane. We don't know. There's a lot of mystery still behind that. Maybe one day it'll be solved. Who knows? I never watched this show. I remember seeing the previews to it, but for whatever reason, it never made me go, I got to watch that.
And it's on me, I didn't watch it because of him. I didn't really.
Something might have rubbed you wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't either. Mike Hammer. But I remember seeing the previews after previews, watch this TV show. Us two didn't do it.
That's right.
It was a downer. Maybe the best thing we never saw. Guess who was born today in 1948? You still know him today as the Beaver. You remember Jerry Mathers? He was born today. Leave it to Beaver.
I tell you. And it wasn't too long ago that No, Jerry Beaver's still alive.
Yeah, it's the older brother.
The brother that just passed away not too long ago. Yeah.
I really this is the only way I can describe this guy. He has a birthday today. He's done many roles. He's a great comedian, but he will forever go down as being remembered as Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Dana Carvey.
And he's skilled because he is good.
Yeah, he is.
He can play just about anything out there. But yeah, that was definitely a movie.
Yes, it was. Let's see what else happened today. Let's see. 1962, one of the best songs that was ever recorded in a studio was, well, it went number one today.
Hey.
And you want to sing it, Odie?
I can't stop loving you. No, that was the wrong one. I was thinking of Stop Loving Her Today.
You're thinking of George.
I was thinking old George.
Ray Charles.
Ray Charles can play that piano.
He was really good at what he did. It went number one back in 62 on this date. Can't have it. This next guy, you watched him on Whose Line Is It Anyway? One of the funniest people you will ever meet. There he is, Wayne Brady.
And to talk about just making stuff up on the fly. Golly.
I am not that quick.
No, that's a Greg Chatham skill right there. And Rhiann.
Yes.
The two of them right there.
Let's go back to 1973 when Lionel and Archie shared the cover of TV Guide.
Yep, TV. What did I say? Time.
All in the family
Guide.
there. Right before the Jeffersons took off, and what a great show that would be as a spinoff from that show. The theme, and let me warn you before this throws up, there's a typo. All you typo people it's a typo, we know it. There's nothing can be done at this point because, well, it's live.
That's right.
But Rocky, the theme went number one. Dun, 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 however it went.
Yeah, something like that.
I can't carry a tune in a bucket, but y'all all know it in your head. You can hear it, I'm sure.
Dun, 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 dun,
That's it.
dun, dun, dun. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
We'll
1979, you would have another number one song. Hank Jr. even sang about her at one point in one of his songs. Hot Stuff Baby Tonight was the number one song. Anybody remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Miss Donna Summer, as Hank told you, we don't all get into Donna Summer. And I won't tell you the next line. Some guitar pickers didn't turn him on. It was sort of what it was.
Yeah.
1982 tonight would be the last time that you would make this guy mad. He turned green and got all upset. The Incredible Hulk ended tonight. Was it Bill Bixby that played that part? And that was Lou Ferrigno in the back.
And Lou Ferrigno was the Hulk. But yeah, that was it. Bill, however you say that. Yeah,
Bixby, Bixby, I believe.
Yeah. And I can get into that. Okay, you had a mishap, nuclear, and you had the Hulk. This new age stuff, Hulk's like 12 foot tall, and
I watched a remake of that when it come out, and I thought it was going to be good, and it was such a disappointment.
Yes, that I could deal with.
Yeah.
This stuff now, they've ruined it all.
1986, this album would go number one. It was a guy that tried a couple years. He'd been around in country music, and nothing would work. He even released a song that went nowhere. It would be 2 years later that it would come back and top the charts. He even went back to this exact scene years later to do another photo shoot. The building was run down and didn't look the same. Anybody remember The Storms of Life? It went number one on this date. Randy Travis, an old mail pouch tobacco sign that reads Montgomery Ward. Whew, a box of chicken wings.
He's got a voice now.
I liked Randy Travis, and he was just so well spoken as to the common person. Our love is deeper than the holler. Y'all liked it too, I'm sure. This was big in 1987. It premiered tonight. The little guy on the end never really fit the part to me, but well, Kevin Costner played a great part in The Untouchables. Yeah. Anybody remember watching that?
Yeah, everybody watched that.
Good show there. Men in Black also premiered in 1997, 10 years later. Kind of funny.
It was. A whole new take on alien life here. And
Tommy Lee Jones is just a good actor.
All the way around. And that was when Will Smith was a good actor.
Right. He just goes around slapping people nowadays.
Yeah. Poor kid. He did something better than what I'd have done.
This is hard to believe that this was 2003. I'm doing the math here. 20 years ago today, this song was out there. It was released on this day. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
I'm speechless on that.
Talking about how time flies. 44 years ago.
What happened?
Miss Margot and her husband Martin got married.
Wow.
So 44? Happy 44th anniversary today.
That is salute.
Yeah.
That is
44 years.
That's a big one. So y'all got that great big one coming up in 6 years from now.
Yeah. You saving for that diamond?
Yeah.
Isn't that what it is?
I don't know. I don't want to commit myself to something.
But that ain't the first diamond he'll buy if it's been for 44 years.
2011, they've changed their name since then to get politically correct in America. But back in 11, they were known as Lady Antebellum. They went number one with a song called Need You Now. That's Linda Davis's daughter, if you're not aware of that.
No, I did not know that.
It is. She sang with Reba.
No. Yeah.
We lost one of the greats. You'd watch him first on Hogan's Heroes. The next 25 years of your life, you'd watch him kiss women every day.
Well, he kissed them all, didn't he?
He did. He couldn't help it.
No.
Richard Dawson passed away on this date, and you know him from Family Feud. And we have to admit, it has picked up a new lead character on there with Steve Harvey that's very good at that show.
Yeah.
They had a couple of other people that tried it. They just didn't make the connection to the audience. Steve Harvey has.
Steve Harvey, he has. Wow.
We lost a member of Confederate Railroad on this date. Jesus and Mama is one of the songs. I Like My Women on the Trashy Side.
Yeah.
Showed up at the prom. the truck stop. Wayne Seacrest, he was played bass in Confederate Railroad, passed away on this date back in 2018. As we brought up Danny Shirley the other day, the lead singer for them.
Yeah. 50 years is a golden anniversary.
Yeah, it's okay, so you got to get gold.
Yeah, with a diamond in the top of it. I hope Amy's not listening because she'll expect that.
Yeah, Don, you're right. Kenny Rogers did have a song called 20 Years Ago, and it was one of the biggest flops he ever had. It went, I remember it, though.
Yeah. Now, talk about my favorite MPD chief. I've also got a favorite MPD
Assistant Chief?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Jeff Lewis.
Jeff, salute. Good morning, brother.
Good morning, sir.
Yep. Jeff saved my hide once or twice in my life.
Saved mine, too. But you ain't got to tell everything there, Jeff.
We like Jeff a lot. I got your back anytime you need me.
You got that right.
Scotty Ray and Odie, morning to you as we celebrate a Friday morning. It's great to be alive. We'll be right back with more. Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. from 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk.
Hello, my name's Kenneth Graham, and I'm running for coroner of Lauderdale County. For over 50 years, Lauderdale County's been represented by professional and competent coroners. I would like to continue that tradition. Over the next several months, I want to educate the public on what the coroner does and dispel any myths about the coroner job. I can show you that I will be the most professional coroner there is. So please vote for me August the 8th.
Paid for by the Committee for the Election of Kenneth Graham.
Your next Maytag or Whirlpool appliance is waiting on you at All Temp Appliance and Refrigeration on Highway 19 North. If you've been trying to locate a freezer, stop by and see their big selection of upright and chest freezers, a showroom full of stoves, gas, and electric. Maybe it's a new refrigerator from large double doors to the simplest of refrigerators. Name brand washers and dryers like Speed Queen and Amana. And delivery is available with a great service department to back up what they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, and by appointment after hours and weekends.
Have you been hurt on the job? Call Will Parker. Get the help you deserve. Call Will Parker. Know your rights when it comes to the workplace injuries. Call Will Parker. Call or go online at parkerfirm.net. Call your Meridian lawyer, Will Parker.
Well, as we get things going, Chet's Paint and Body already at work this morning as they get prepared to fix just about anything. Whether you have one of those accidents that, well, it messes up several panels of your car from the front end all the way down the side, they can put it back together like old Humpty Dumpty. Maybe you got a pickup truck that's had a cow back into it. That does happen when they want feed and they want it now. They will bump into those. They can fix just about anything with your car. See them today, straightening frames, whole 9 yards there, and they even take out hail-damaged dents. See Chet and his friendly staff. They'll handle it for you. They got many folks there. Process the insurance work for you. Line up you a rental car to get. See them today. They're in Center Hill, Highway 495, 737-2961. His handshake is his word. You'll enjoy it when y'all go by and meet him. Let's see, what's your sister telling on you for?
I don't know. Something about when I said something about buying a diamond.
Oh, she needs to keep her mouth closed.
Well, Amy might want one now if I'm talking about it. I'm going to tell her. That's all she's done our whole life. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
You often see this, and we've even seen this from Clark County, Newton County, where they said if you're aiding and abetting someone, you will get some jail time.
Right. Yeah.
We had the escapees from Hinds County. This is the second escape that they've had over there. One of them was caught. There's still one on the loose, but they've arrested someone for aiding and abetting someone by giving them a place to stay. Now, the guy got away again, but they have arrested somebody in connection with it. Do you got any idea what you get for that? How much time can you get for doing that?
It's not as much. Well, number one, it's not as much as it needs to be.
But a deterrent?
It is a good deterrent. Because, really, is there anybody that's done something bad enough to go to jail and they break out of jail? Is there any reason for you to try and house them knowing that you're going to get in trouble?
Yeah, just didn't worth it.
It's just not worth it. So it is a little bit of a deterrent.
South Mississippi, if you go down 59 toward the coast, headed toward Slidell, Picayune, Mississippi is where you'll end up. Officers made a traffic stop this week. As the officer closed his door, got out of his cruiser or patrol car and was walking towards it, the driver fired a gunshot and committed suicide. The officer would ease up to the car and see something suspicious on the seat, and they had to deploy a bomb squad there. And it ended up being a homemade pipe gun that the man had made that was laying on the seat. It wasn't anything in the end, but it was a scare for quite some time.
Oh, wow.
No word yet as to why the man did this, but that's got to be a scene that you would never forget if you were an officer.
Yeah.
So that went on there. As these sentences for acts against children, we see that a Hattiesburg man is going to get 17 years for possession of child pornography. 17 he'll actually spend as we look at that.
But that's he may get 17 years from us, but that's something that's probably not going to be a real easy time because prisons also got their own little rules. And one thing you don't do is come in there being a child molester.
That's right.
They have their own little sentence for you. So he's not going to have an easy 17 years.
I don't know what your 59th anniversary that you get for it is, but Wally, we certainly thinking of you. As June 4th, you and your husband Bill will celebrate 59 years of wonderful marriage. That is a
wow.
Congratulations to y'all.
I was at 44. We're fixing to hit 60.
Wow, that's
Man,
huge.
that is awesome.
Yeah, we're so happy for y'all.
Yes, we are.
Let's go to Little Rock, Arkansas. Y'all all know where that is. It's not really all that far from here. It's to our northwest of Meridian, but we had a family from Jackson, Mississippi, in traffic there, and somebody attempted to grab their door and steal their car. So they shot them.
Hey.
Don't be carjacking people from Mississippi and Arkansas.
Most of us got a gun.
He was treated at a hospital for his wounds that he may have gotten while trying to steal something. That is what you call Southern justice delivered immediately. Karma is kind of what that is.
Oh, I love it.
Let's see what else we know here. Oh, this weekend, if you've never been there, they're celebrating the 75th year of this being a museum. Yeah. As we go over to Vicksburg, the old Capitol building, the courthouse there.
Man, that would be nice to see. I've never been in there.
It is. It's beautiful. It stood. It was built in 1860, survived the Civil War, even survived them wanting to demolish it, and became a museum. You can go over. I think they're waiving the fee to tour it this weekend during that celebration. So if you've got a few minutes this weekend, you might want to run over to Vicksburg and take a look at that if you've never had a chance to see that before.
Did you do any ghost hunting there?
I have never done that in that one.
We need to get with Doc.
Now, that is supposed to be, Vicksburg has got, it's got one of the, I'm trying to think of the name of it. Where is Doc when I need him there? Craven? McRaven is supposed to be one of the hauntedest places that there is, and it's in Vicksburg. It's got one of those mean ghosts in it that pushes you and stuff.
Do we got to stay all night?
No.
Because if he pushes me, we'll go ahead and leave.
Anything that touches me, we're leaving.
But that would be good.
And
Would y'all like us to do a show from a haunted house?
I think we ought to try it. I really
think
do.
we ought to try that.
Yeah, we have to take some people that are more scared than us.
Yeah. And Doc's going to be going, where y'all going?
Bye.
We'll come get you.
We'll be back. Good morning.
No matter how many times you try, and no matter where you call, Representative 81 Steve Horn won't answer the phone. We're not getting any representation in Jackson. District 81, we can do better. Vote Ben Shirley, August the 8th. Paid for by Ben Shirley.
Rockhouse Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rockhouse will have the gun that you need. With a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rockhouse Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian. Jackson Flowers has been a part of the Meridian area for a little over 60 years now. Now, they've moved to a new location on Highway 19 North, just 2 miles north of Walmart. You could be looking for that perfect thinking of you gift. Or maybe it's just a happy you need, whether live or artificial, no matter what the need is in your family. Whether it's a birth to your time of need, Jackson Flowers is there for you. Drop in and visit with them again. Highway 19 North, just 2 miles north of Walmart. Jackson Flowers, for all your needs.
Had a chance to talk to Snowden and Company yesterday. They're there to help you out with anything when it comes to real estate. 601-453, as you see the number there, 3937. Whether you're looking for your dream home or maybe it's your retirement home. You finally got rid of all those kids that wouldn't leave, and you need a smaller house now. they've got those for you. Any type you can choose there from. And again, Jeremy, too, has just joined the team there, professionals. They're by appointment today through 5. You can call them. Now, tomorrow, they're closed, but you can call today and say, hey, I'd like to go look at a house. They'll be glad to show you. Closed on Sunday for church. Many homes to choose from. I don't have them all listed here, but you can go online and take a look at all of them there, from Brandon, Mississippi to Meridian, Mississippi to Quitman. They've got them all there for you. And again, online at snowdenrealestate.com. See Amanda, any of her friendly staff, and they're going to get you into a home that will suit your needs and handle all that paperwork for you. All the guesswork out of it.
Man, there's that one house I want to buy it just because it's got Colonel Reb out front.
Oh, yeah. You're an Ole Miss fan, aren't you?
Yeah, hotty toddy.
Hotty toddy. There is a lot of Ole Miss fans in the area that like that. Somebody brought up and wanted to know about the concealed carry class that's going to be taking place. Let me pull this up and show you this. This will happen out at the Martin Volunteer Fire Department Saturday, June 17th. It starts at 8 a.m. and it will be held there at the firehouse. And this is being conducted by an officer. Officer Donahue will be teaching this class. So if you'd like to get yours, be a great place to sign up and get that. You can inbox me. We'll be glad to give you that number if you want to sign up for it. Bogalusa.
Yeah, got the Balloon Fest.
Oh, that's nice.
Man, that would be fun. And Todd Tillman's going to be at the Newton Chamber of Commerce, but don't worry about going if you ain't got tickets because they are sold out.
Oh, it's gone, huh?
Yes. Man.
Check all that out there.
Didn't take long to get him sold out, did it?
No, it did not. Let's see what else is happening across America today. As we look here, have you read this?
No.
It's a 12-year-old girl who's had issues in the past. She stabbed her 9-year-old brother to death. When the police arrived, she looks him in the eye and she goes, I'm a good girl. I didn't mean to do this.
Yeah.
They said if she had been 1 year older at 13, she would have spent the rest of her life in jail. She's 12. She will spend a few years in jail for what she's done and then be released. But she's had other issues up until now. This is scary. I don't know the answer to all of this.
This is someone who needs some extreme help.
It is.
Because if this is washed out in a couple of years after she's gotten through what she's got, she's going to do something again.
Dolly is going down in history in a last-minute effort here. She is going down in history as the most albums released by 65 for a female singer. 65 albums.
Wow.
Longest span of number ones, and also the most top 10 entries of a female ever. 48 of them. She goes down in the Guinness World Book of Records.
That's awesome.
All right. We'll see you tonight, downtown Meridian. Lots of things. Right. How long before we come back?
State games. We'll be back in 71 hours. Thank y'all for joining us. We love you. Stay safe. See you Monday.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: